Hi, it's Kath from Healthy Swim here. Today, we're going to get to know your plant room. The plant room is the heartbeat to your swimming facility or wellness centre, and it's imperative that you appreciate and understand all of the equipment that's housed in your plant room. So today, we're going to take a step-by-step journey through each element. Let's talk about your pump. The pump's going to take all of the water from your swimming facility and pull it into the plant room and run it through all of the pieces of equipment so it can push it back out to your pool nice and healthy and clean. A key component of your pump is your strainer basket. This will have a clear lid so that you can keep an eye throughout the day to make sure that it's not full of debris. And every day, the lid should be taken off and the basket emptied to make sure that the pump works exactly the way it's meant to. Your strainer basket should be visually checked every day and emptied as required to allow the pump to work primarily as it should. This piece of equipment is your media filter. Comes in two types. It can either be sand or glass. The function of the media filter is to remove any solid or particulate from the water. So this is your chemical controller, and this is the brain of your plant room. The chemical controller continuously monitors your pool water quality. The primary function of the chemical controller is to automatically turn on the dosing equipment. This will allow the water quality to be maintained at the desired set points. This particular chemical controller allows you to read your pH, your ORP, your free chlorines, your temperature, your TDS, and your flow. This is your acid dosing pump. The primary function of this is to automatically dose acid, and that assists with maintaining your pH level in your pool. This is your chlorinator. This allows you to be able to get chlorine into your pool water. The chlorinator turns the salts and the minerals found in the water into chlorine. This is done through a process called electrolysis. This is your secondary sanitation unit, and its function is to improve water quality and bather comfort. This AOP system knocks out chlorine-resistant parasites such as Crypto and Giardia. It also lowers your combined chlorine levels. So now that you can recognise all of the components in your plant room, let's look at the practical operations. First step you're going to take in your plant room is we're going to check your strainer basket in your pump. Any operation that you do conduct with your pump, you must turn the power off first. Due to the system being below water level, it's important to make sure that we isolate any of the plumbing prior to any operations. And how we do that is by turning this handle. Next, we'll then remove the lid from the strainer basket and take the strainer basket out. This can be done easily by just loosening the handles. Take the lid out and remove the strainer basket as such. Any of the debris that is in there needs to be discarded and the clean strainer basket placed back in the filter and the lid placed back on. Once the basket's clean, place the basket back in, your lid back on, and ensure that it's secured correctly. So the next step then is to turn your isolation valve back on and switch the pump back on, and you'll see it all flows very nicely. So on top of your filter is your multi-port operation. This handle allows you to change its position to create many functions that the filter can do. Prior to changing any functions on the multi-port head, you must turn your pumps off. I cannot stress how important it is that you must have your pump turned off whenever you're going to move the lever on the multi-port. First position is filter. This is the position that you leave it in when the pump and the filter is operational. The next function on the multi-port head is waste. This is used when you need to dump water out of your pool. The next function is closed. This means that all the ports on the multi-port head are closed. The next function is backwash. This is when you need to backwash your pool. This will clean all of the debris out of your filters. The next section is recirculate. This means that you're circulating the water through the head, but not through the filter. The last function is rinse, and this is when you will rinse any debris out of the head after a backwash. This is your pressure gauge, and this indicates how blocked your filter is. This little bubble here is your backwash indicator and allows you to see when your water from backwashing turns clean and you know that the backwash is complete. So now we're going to backwash The first thing, as always, is to remember that when we're operating the multi-port head, we must ensure that the power is turned off. Then you're going to take your multi-port lever and change its position by pushing it down, turning it around to the backwash function and releasing it. Once you've put the lever in position, turn the power back on. If you have a look at the bubble, this will indicate when the water is clean and the backwash is complete. So we've just turned the power off again. After a backwash, we're going to rinse. So we take our multi-port lever and change it to rinse. Turn the power back on till the bubbles are clear. Once that's done, again, turn the power off and return the handle back to filter, turning the power back on. One of the checks that you'll do through your chemical controller is to make sure that your pre-strainer is clean. The first step in cleaning your pre-strainer, you'll need to isolate the water flow. You'll do that by turning off both the handles on these pipes. Now that both pipes have been isolated, you can remove the pre-strainer and check to make sure that the filter is clean. Once you've cleaned the filter, replace the pre-strainer and then turn on the valves. Important things to remember with your chlorinator is that the power is connected to it at all times. This particular chlorinator, the reading is EC, which means it's being externally controlled, and it's being externally controlled by your chemical controller. So this is your AOP control box, which is your secondary sanitation, and this runs 24/7. So this system, the AOP system, requires very minimal daily maintenance. The great thing is that if it does require maintenance, it will actually advise you through this screen here, and all maintenance on these systems need to be carried out by qualified technical operators. Gone are the days that you have to have a hose running to your pools to top the water off. This little item, which is called a water witch, is connected to your pool and it monitors the levels of water in your pool. So when your pool starts to decrease in water level, the water witch will automatically turn on the water and increase the levels to maintain them at that correct state so that your plant room and all of the equipment operates effectively. So as we saw earlier with the automatic dosing for the acid, they all need an automatic dosing tank. This is a 100-litre bottle of acid in a 200-litre bunding. The bunding is for the safety, and the automatic dosing machine takes this acid and pumps it in according to the reads. When it comes time to top up your acid bins, we recommend that it's of a ratio of 1 to 3. That's 1 part acid, 3 parts water, and ensure that you wear all of your PPE and PPC when doing this function. Next, we're going to talk about heat pumps. These heaters are very similar to the air conditioning motor that you may see around your home. Now, this facility has 4 pools, so as you can see, there's 4 heat pumps. These come in 2 varieties, either electric or gas, and are fairly minimal when it comes to operation and maintaining them. Probably the best thing is to make sure that the area is clear of debris and dust, that you give it a good sweep out, and that the fans are unblocked. Low maintenance, but make sure that each day you come and check your temperatures. Some of your heaters will have screens on them that you can look up your temperature and ensure it, others will have gauges. Another key point is that your condenser fins are clean and clear and free of debris or dust and any leaves. Most of these heaters are kept outside, so it's important to maintain the area and keep them nice and clean. That's how they operate the best. Some of the key operating components of your pool are your return pipes and your skimmer box. Let's look at your skimmer box now. To access the skimmer basket, remove the lid. So you need to ensure that your water is at the same height so that the skimmer box operates and functions correctly. Put your hand down and you'll see the skimmer basket. Turn it until it releases gently, remove it, and inside it will be everything that comes out of the pool. You'll empty your skimmer basket, return it, make sure that it's firmly in place, and replace your lid. Thank you for taking the time to explore your plant room with us today. As we've seen, each component plays a critical role in maintaining a clean, safe, and efficient swimming facility. Regular checks, proper maintenance, and a clear understanding of your equipment are key to ensuring your pool operates at its best. If you have any questions or need further assistance, don't hesitate to reach out. Keep swimming healthy, and we'll see you next time.